Darren from Investor Income. Welcome to the channel. Looking at my trades of taking this Monday, and we're currently at $171.25, up from $103 where we started at. So we've done quite nicely. Had a great day today. I was actually doing my house renovation today. I was using the Nadex binaries, using anywhere between 1 to 3 hours for expiry. And I'm just going to go through now my trades. These are the actual trades that I've taken. We've got the buy on the US dollar Japanese yen, same again on US dollar Japanese yen, and then we did a sell and we did a trade on the pound dollar and the pound Japanese yen. So they're my trades that I've taken, and there's my profits. A lot of these did not go anywhere near my $35 target, but I was just taking money as I saw it moving. And I did not get the perfect entries, etc., because I was out doing my extension. And yeah, I was literally just checking on my phone, running to my laptop, placing the trade, and then setting a price to close at. So just going to go over the charts. Here we are, the US dollar Japanese yen. So I was busy this morning. This is UK time, GMT. And you see the time at the bottom there. So I took these around 10 o'clock. I took one entry. It carried on going lower, so I re-enter. That's what I normally do. And it continued higher. That was a nice trade. And you can see my exit points. I used the, like I say, the dailies and the hourlies, depending which one will give me an entry at the time. I took a sell here. Now, the reason I didn't stay in this one, for a start, it's an early entry. I saw it retracing back. But because my oscillator is getting near the top, and it hadn't reached these highs, I was happy to enter. I thought it would go down quicker and harder than it did. It didn't do a lot, and you can see this coming down towards the midway line, which to me is, it hasn't moved much, and it's already got to the midway line. So the chances of it crashing down here after that are low, because it's not showing any momentum at the minute. Whereas if you go back over here, for example, you can see a lot more of a move. So I'd like to see more of a move. It didn't happen, so I came out. I was quite lucky, my timing, because you can see what happened. It didn't go anywhere after I came out. So I got the most out of that really I could. I think I only got something like $11 or something. But then you've got to take off your buy and sell fees. You're only really coming out with like $9 from that trade. This one was a 27, I think 25 or $27. And this one, can't remember. I think I actually came out and I lost on that one because it was the higher strike price. So it's quite a poor entry, my first entry, and my second strike price was a lot better. So, but anyway, came out nice in profit on that one, over $20, and then probably $30 with those three. And then we've got some nice wins on the pound Japanese yen, moved quite nicely. I just happened to switch on my phone and it was down the bottom, so I bought it. And it came out. You can see it's missed an opportunity there. 3 o'clock. This is at 6 p.m. And I could have been trading all day, really. I mean, these up here, this is quite interesting. We're in the pound yen moves quite a lot. Now I've got a hard move up here, so I would have taken an entry anyway, because it's my strategy, and I would have waited for it to start leveling out. And we got this spike here. I may have taken another entry there, but I would have taken definitely one or two up here. It would have retraced this amount here, and so my first entry would have been down here somewhere. When it retraced like this, and I would have had two strikes up here somewhere, this would take me into profit, and I would have come out of profit. Now, I'm not maximizing my profit, but the reason I do that is I'd rather bank the money I have than risk waiting and it spiking higher. And it did actually go higher again to form a double top. So that is the reason I do this. Unfortunately, I wasn't there, so it's all theoretical, but it's nice to see the way it moves. When it hit again, I would have entered again, and that would have been a lovely winner. And it moved down quite hard that time, so wasn't, but would have been a lovely winner. But I missed it. Not pissed off at all. I would have had a lovely win there, and I missed it. And I did get a lovely win there, and I may have entered there because it's quite flat. May have done. It didn't meet my rules really. But if I see it leveling off and it's up there, I'll probably take a cheeky little trade there. I didn't, and I only had one there on pound yen. It's just a beautiful day. I mean, if you want to see a lovely chart, have a look at that. Probably you'll laugh at me, think I'm an idiot, but to me that's a lovely chart. Anyway, pound dollar, I had that trade there. It's only a smallish trade, but it's profit. At the end of the day, it was up there. I took it. Like I say, it was moving down. Just didn't, had no momentum. So I came out early just to bank some profits. It was going nicely. I was having a nice day, and I needed to get back to sanding the plastering. So that's what I did. So Nadex, hourlies, dailies, it works. With this system, with my oscillator, um, you can make money. You got to do research and stuff, and this is where you can get unpleasant times. But that's early hours, so I don't trade early hours in the morning, and I don't trade those ones late at night. So I'm just trading the London session, and it works amazingly well. I'm just trying to see. There was it euro dollar? Where was it? Here it is. Okay, so this is the euro dollar. This is you've got to look at where your strategy is weak. So for me, you look here and you can see a weakness in the strategy. Here, that's perfect. Well, that's a win. That's a win. This one here comes down, so I would have entered up here. It comes down, doesn't do much, so I wouldn't have entered again. It comes further down, I re-entered and probably re-entered again, so I'd have had 3 trades on. Now, to me, when I look at that at the bottom, that can be quite dangerous when you get this kind of consistent, because it can show quite a strong move to the downside. But you do get retracements. You always will get retracement. This was critical where you exit the trade. So here I would have re-entered, got quite a nice time down here around this bottom action, and I would have entered around here. So I'd had 3 contracts on this size account anyway, not on my actual account. I'm only trading this one as a example of what you can achieve. It's actually more difficult, way more difficult trading an account size like this, because you've got to be so careful of your entries and how much you put on each trade. So, but anyway, we came down here. So your exit here. So I would have been probably out the money realistically, unless I got lucky. But you just got to accept that this one's going to more than make up for the one that was out the money. So I'd actually make money on that trade, and then this one would be a nice winner. So as long as one of my trades actually makes a nice amount of money, then the other 2 don't really matter, if that makes sense. So you do need account balance. Now I have actually got a bit more flex now in this account because we built it up nicely. So I'm able to re-enter positions if I need to. But the original entries at the top here, you've got to accept that often the first entry will be a loser. But you've got to re-enter. Now you've got to be careful how many times you do re-enter. I can't find an example at the minute, only in the early hours, which I don't trade, but this isn't a trading opportunity because it's the wrong hours, the Asian session. So, but this will show you the weakness that can happen. You can just carry on going down for a long time, and these would all be losers. Apart from this one here, you can make some money back, so you wouldn't actually lose that much there. But that's a potential loss if that happens to happen in the London session. And here, and this one was on Friday. We got this was Friday, wasn't it? Yeah. So this is Friday. And you can see this one. We don't obviously Friday afternoons. I've told you about it several times, but this is what happens. Okay, so you get movement up, you'd enter position, and you get the second move up, you enter another position. These 2 losers, and you enter again and again, and those 2 will not counteract these 2 losses. That'll be an overall loss. You're not going to get wiped out or anything. You're going to make money on that one. So you're going to make, yeah, you're not going to lose much there. You probably wipe out these 2 with that profit. So you're really going to lose just 1 contract there. So effectively, that's what we're doing. So we're only risking the first contract, if you know what I mean, the size of it. But Fridays you've got to be extremely careful anyway. And you do get this on Fridays. You can get a very trending market like that. But if you see this kind of price action in any case, and you've got to exercise some caution. It's also around the 3 o'clock the 3 o'clock mark as well, so it's probably news based or something like that. So that is those trades. Euro Japanese yen, and this one was also interesting. Here you can see, so these 3 lovely winners here, and I've been a winner there, and this one is the other one. So you would have entered up here somewhere, re-entered again. Now this pullback here, you can see the time is at 2 o'clock. This doesn't come good till you need the 2 hours in your contract. If you're only going for an hour, you lose this trade. You get a slight pullback here, and it continues lower. So I would have re-entered on that spike down there, the oscillator down there. Re-entered down there. It would have spiked back up. Now at this stage, so you've got one contract up here. You've got one here. This one will be a slight win. This one's a slight win. So overall, you're going to be in a winner. So I would actually close that there for a small profit. It then spikes down again, and then I would have entered again down here, and possibly again. So I'd probably have 2 contracts on. Re-entered again. That would have been a nice winner overall, and then you're looking at a nice result there. This one here, again, towards the end of the day when it slows down, you would have had a position there, and you would have made a little profit. First contract would have made any, and you would have made money on your second contract. So that's how I trade. A lot of these trades, obviously, I didn't take today, unfortunately, because I was, like I say, busy doing other things. But you can see there's opportunities everywhere, and it's a solid strategy. It's the same thing over and over. You will take losses occasionally, but you can minimize those losses as you normally get a pullback of some kind. It's essential though you manage your position and you manage your strategy, so you get your entries correct. So the Nadex hourlies and 1 to 3 hour strategy, I'm going to call it. I use the dailies and the hourlies. So it all depends what strikes are available at the time. I'm going to have to do some live trades, but like I say, I'm just doing a extension, so my office is, I've just finished building that actually, so I'll be in my office probably within the week. So at the minute I can't see that, and we're just going to have to go on what we've got on the screen here at the minute. But I'm going to show you my transactions. So you see, you can go through this stuff. It's just all the stuff I put on the screen. Just showing you that it is genuine. So there we go. That's my strategy, and I hope you have a great time today. This is the 1 to 3 hour strategy now, we're going to call it. And this is, for me, the way you can trade nice and easily. It's simple. As long as you're familiar with the Nadex, sorry about that, as long as you're familiar with Nadex, you shouldn't have an issue trading like this. Once you have an oscillator that's this accurate, it just takes the stress out. And if it continues lower, you don't worry, You don't stress because you've got the confidence in your oscillator. You will get losses, same as any trading system. But overall, because we're making money and we do scalp, sometimes I take like $10 or something up to 35 per contract. So the opportunities everywhere. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourselves. Fantastic weather today, freezing cold, but it was sunny and there's no rain. So that's happy days. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care.